Rome was not built in a day. So goes the saying. I am Alpham Shihiri, and I'm your host today. As it is said about Rome, it is true about our lives. Our lives does not undergo a total transformation overnight, but it is a process. And it is a process that each one of us have to undergo in order to experience a transformation in life. But how does this process become? How do you even go about that transformation? The question at hand here is, what are the affirmations? Why I emphasize on affirmation? So in explaining affirmation, I wanted to explain how we build. It is also believed that it's a saying that Rome was built one stone at a time. Any journey, 100-mile journey, a 5-mile journey, begins with one step at a time. It is a step that actually cumulative amount to a mile, amount to a journey, result to an experience. It is that which you affirm in your mind that becomes the foundational building block towards a mental habit, meaning that you create this pattern of thinking. You have people who think on a particular direction, on a linear direction, where they say, you meet a person and you give them a compliment. Wow, you're looking really nice today. And the first thing they think is, this person must have an interior motive. Oh, what do you think? You think I'm not looking nice? Do you mean that yesterday I did not look nice? Do you mean that I'm not worthy? Suddenly they get into this pattern of negative thinking. No matter what the person truly intend, but they just suddenly come with this. So yes, they might have an experience of the person's reasons for commenting them, but why that becomes the habit one always lean on when it comes to receive compliments. It's because of a particular mental habit the person has built in terms of how they think. And those mental habits they do not stand on themselves. They are born out of what I call affirmation. And sometimes you'll hear the small talks. We do it within ourselves. I'll use that word in exchange of affirmation. So I actually use affirmation as an intentional effort on my part to influence my mental habit so I can start having this mental conversation that are in favor of my interest. And they promote my goals. You've seen that most of the time I have this background that says, live intentionally. I simply mean to have mental attitude that is consistent or in favor of your goals. And you exercise mental attitude to promote your goals. And how you do that in a simplest, on a basic form, is through affirmation. So affirmation becomes those words that I say intentionally and consciously that are in promotion, or they are promoting that which I intend to experience. It is the gift that I give to myself that it can keep on giving. So, the question is affirmation truly a game changer? Are they truly a building block? I want to turn to a statement that was once said, or a question that was posed long time ago. And that question is relevant to our conversation today. Can a man decree a word? That's the question. It was asked with the old sage, or you want to call them the writers of the scriptures, the forefather of Israel, whatever name you want to give them. This question they ask, can a man decree a thing and it shall be so? And the answer was absolutely affirmatively clear, that you shall decree a thing and your path shall be made bright. That you shall decree a thing and your path shall be made bright. It's a very strong statement. To decree. Let's take that. What does that mean? To decree, let's take a picture. If you've watched some ancient movies, the kingdoms of the past, there was a king always in these movies. And a king will face so much obstacle, so much pressure, whether through raising collection of money or whatever decision that the king is making, there's always an opposition. Those who does not agree or doesn't feel that decision is right. But despite of those decisions, those days they used to call those decisions by the kings or queen as decrees. So a king or a queen will make a decree and stamp their signature on the message. A simple message that was delivered to the king, to anyone, a message by the king or queen was a decree. That's what it was. It is a statement that the king or a queen make it to be absolute, cannot be challenged, and it means it is the law of the land at that very moment. The same concept, that's where the word decree originated, is to affirm something, to state something with affirmation that this is the case. No questions. When a decree is released, no one can ask that. Anyone who raises questions will be annihilated, depending on the rules of the land at the time. So today, a decree is the same thing as an affirmation. And it is your decree. You are the king. You are the queen of your mind. You reign over it. And when you make a decree that I am, in this case, I use the word or the statement that, isn't it wonderful? And I will go into detail why I use or I've constructed my statement in that way. Isn't it wonderful that in a wonderful way, something marvelous is happening to me right now? There's a science behind that statement, the construction of it, not the statement itself, but the construction of it. So I will go step by step in the following videos to help you or allow you to construct your own affirmations using the same formula so that they can have impact that you seek to experience. But the logic behind it, let's go back to it. It is an affirmation. So you're making a decree in your mind, regardless of the opposition. And in this case, your circumstances, your five senses will tell you how impossible, how ridiculous, how stupid that might be. But yet those are the opposition of your mind, of your decree, of your kingdom. They are so accustomed to the way life is, despite how painful it might be. So any changes to them, it brought a threat because they're not familiar with it. So they're going to continue to attest to what you're experiencing now as the truth. But you being the king or the queen who knows your right and your place in your kingdom, you are making a decree through this affirmation. You're saying it is wonderful that something marvelous is happening. In my case, I say something marvelous is happening to me right now. As I look through when I'm making those statements, normally there is nothing of a wonderful nature. But that does not stop me stating the obvious. I keep affirming, I keep asserting until I get the results. When the statement becomes a way of saying, it's your natural statement. You're not feeling uncomfortable to say it. You're not feeling embarrassed about it. You're just natural of feeling and speaking it frequently. Then becomes your place in life, becomes your point of view. So even when you encounter a situation that says otherwise, you will still feel comfortable. So that being said, let's go back to this idea of the blocks that are built through this affirmation. But my time is running out. So, yes, my time is running out. Until then, please subscribe so that when we uploaded a new video or the subsequent video from this sequel, you'll be notified. And I ask you also not only just subscribe, please like it, click the like button on the bottom there. And at the same time, I will encourage you to share with your friends, whether it's through any other social media platform that you have. In that way, the more view I get, the more I can be on this platform and be able to bring you this amazing stuff. And I can take you through the journey. There's some amazing things that I'm going to break it down in terms of the techniques and how you can actually apply it in your own life and have the transformation that you need. Life is beautiful, my friend, and let's live it in the most beautiful way possible. Thank you.